Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning,
Evening.
good evening, wherever you are. We
Hi.
are back on our daily live. This is little Katana, Alburn's little Katana. Anyways, for those of you who don't know us, my name is Lee J.
And I'm Melissa.
And what do we do here on this page?
So we help people get started in the online space by starting their own, very own online business. We provide all the tools, the system, the mentorship, the training, pretty much everything that you need to get started. Okay? And
And
make it successful.
there you go. Get started and become
Yes.
successful. So you guys are on for a ride because
Yes.
today is our number 39,
Yes.
day number 39 out of the 90-day challenge,
Yes.
and we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're almost on the 40s, and after 40s is 50s.
Yes.
And 60s and 70s and 80s, and there's actually a pretty long way to go still, but it is fun because
Yeah.
imagine we've been doing this for about 39 days,
Yeah.
and we've 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 gone through so many topics, you guys, about online biz, about how we do business, and fundamentals of actually running a business. It doesn't matter if it's an online business or
Yeah.
a
Any other
traditional.
businesses, traditional brick and mortar
Right.
restaurant?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and we got you covered. We got you covered with all the
Yeah. What is it?
basics.
Oh, is it
Anyways, on our topic today, we are talking about dealing with adversities,
Yeah.
and I think that's one of the best topic to talk about right now, because it is actually pretty tough doing this on a daily basis, right?
Well, being consistent in something that you're doing is, it's hard to be consistent.
It's very hard to be consistent, you guys.
Mhm.
And and one of the things that keeps me going. Amelia just wants
Yeah.
to. One of the things that keeps me going is you, because some of you really reached out to us and asked
Yeah.
us, how do you actually get started with this online business?
Yes.
What is it, right? What's the product? What's the
What are we
gist? What are we
doing?
doing? Is this legitimate? Is this,
Yeah.
there's so many questions that you guys ask,
Like,
right?
can I do it? Like,
Can I
majority of
do
the
it?
time, the question is, do you think I can do it? And, our answer is always going to be, yes, you can.
Right? Or if you
Yeah.
want to be Jim Rohn, it's like, of course you can
Course, you
do
can
it,
do
right?
it. Yes.
The answer is, of course you can do it.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, the thing here is that we provide the training, pretty much everything that you need to get started, and the variable, the missing part here really is to put your personality into the business. You know, um, if you have family, if you have, pretty much who you are, like make it personalized for you, right?
person- Personalized for
For
you.
you, yeah.
So let's go back to our topic. And what do you think is how do you deal with this the diversity, mommy? Like, what
Well,
what do you
let's
think?
define adversity. What is adversity? It's like challenges, right? Like if you
Mm-hmm.
are dealing with struggles. Well, for me, what really keeps me going is my why.
Mm-hmm.
Really have that clear idea of um, your why
Mm-hmm.
is my biggest motivation in if there's anything that I'm going through, if there's something that I just don't feel like doing,
Mm-hmm.
my why is what keeps me going. And my why here is to be able to, um, you know, have that lifestyle that we wanted, right? Get our own. Be able to have freedom
Mm-hmm.
to decide on whether um, we want to book a travel or a vacation, or we don't have to ask um, time off, those kind of things.
You mean that's your
Um,
why?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
my why. And I have that now with the
Mhm.
kids. And my why now, more of, because as you time pass by, you get your your
Your why
whys
becomes
becomes
bigger.
bigger. You get this whole list of why, you have the reasons why you keep going, why
Mhm.
you move on, right? And the biggest one is my kids. I want to be able to spend more time with the kids, quality time with the kids. Um, I just want to be there for them and really build that legacy for
Mhm.
them when they want to go to school, maybe in a college and university. Those things cost something, right? And
Money. Yeah.
money. And I want them to be able to decide what they really want and not having to think about how much it will cost. I want them to do what they really want in their life without going into student loans or debts. It's just
Don't cry.
just,
Being emotional now.
I'm getting emotional again because my kids, I know they're not gonna be little kids forever. They're
Mhm.
not gonna be babies forever. One way or another, in the future, they're gonna need just not just me, but more of things, like more experiences, more learnings, more challenges, like those things. I might not be able to give to them, but at least I want to give that basis, right? Like, you know, they don't have to worry about being able to afford a college, a university.
Mhm.
All they really need to worry about is just what they really want to do,
Mhm.
right?
Do you know, it's interesting because there was a video that I watched once, and he's a very successful entrepreneur, and he's a very competitive entrepreneur, and he always compare himself to older adult
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, right?
Mhm.
Comparing himself in a way that, oh, when I'm 25, I want to make sure I have this, I have this, I have that, because when my dad was 25, he didn't have this, he didn't have that,
Mhm.
or when I'm 30, I want to retire, and blah blah blah, because when my dad or my grandpa was 30, they're still working here and they're earning this much, and blah blah blah. So it's only natural for younger generation to surpass the older generation in terms of achievement, right? Actually, that's how it's
That's
supposed
how
to
it's
be,
supposed to be.
because our job as parents right now is to prepare the next generation,
Yeah.
right? Is to teach them, to make sure that they don't fall to the same mistakes or the same traps that we had before.
Yeah.
And this could be financial education. This could be our faith, right? Something that we can give back to our kids, right? The next generation. And it's a silly thing to think, right? To compete from the older generation, because they have a different situation. They have a different um, dynamics. They have a different world, right?
Yeah.
And for us and for the generation now, right? Like I really believe in them. I really believe that the younger generation would carry through all the hard work of the present generation and the previous generation, right?
Yeah.
um, you know, every November we celebrate, you know,
Souls.
not sorry,
Souls.
the independent, not
Okay.
independent, no,
I thought
the
you were saying
11
about the soul.
November 11th thing. Oh my gosh, poppy seeds, Remembrance Day, right?
Remembrance Day.
And this is remembering the fallen, remembering the
Yeah.
people that sacrificed
Mhm.
for us, right?
Yes.
And to be able to live in this beautiful country, to be able to
Yeah.
to freely be ourselves and freely be our own our our own identity. And the thing with this too is that when you think about that, when you think about how lucky we are, um, dealing with adversity, dealing with difficulty um, can be summarized in one thing,
Mhm.
and that is gratitude, right?
Mhm.
if we are grateful of the things that we have, right? No matter how much challenges you have in your life, right? You start your day with gratitude. You end your day with gratitude. You live your day with gratitude, and and it seems like all of these things that's going on around us
Yes.
seems to just fly away, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and that's because we're changing our vibration, our state of mind into a positive vibration. And really,
Yes.
that's one of the keys of a healthy life, right? Is being grateful of what we have,
Yeah.
grateful of the time that we have with our families,
Mhm.
grateful with the jobs that we have,
Yeah.
the opportunity that we have, grateful for the fact that you're living, you're breathing, right?
Yeah. And
Um,
healthy.
and
And
healthy, yeah.
you get to be with your kids, right? You
Hmm.
get to live in a home, um, and have groceries.
Right.
Right.
And it could be as simple as having a fresh air to breathe. I
Yes.
mean, when we were in California, uh, when we visited California 2 years ago, it was like hazy, right, the entire time, and you can really see the smog, right,
Yeah.
the smoke and fog mixed together,
Yeah.
and it's awful, right?
Yeah.
Um, but when we were
When
uh,
we
when we
came
came home,
back
we
to
came back.
Canada, it
It's
was fresh
it
air.
was fresh air, right? But
Yeah.
then again, you have moments in the summertime where you have like smoke all over, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yes.
from the wildfire and everything, right?
Yeah.
And so, whenever we have the chance to have a beautiful day outside, we
Yeah.
really don't want to miss
When the
out,
weather is
right?
nice, right? When the kids get to go in the playground and enjoy outdoors.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the greatest gift for us is to identify what we are grateful about.
Yeah.
Because if your mind is healthy enough to identify the things that you're grateful for, you're already healthy,
Yeah.
right? In a way. But if your mind can't identify that gratefulness within you or the things around you,
Yeah.
then you have a sick mind, right? It needs to be treated.
Yeah.
Um,
You can start with reading a book. We love the book,
mhm.
The Magic, right? It really teaches you on how to look at things, how to be grateful in the things that you have. It will point out the things that you should be grateful for, and it's just focuses your perspective onto those kind of things instead of the other
That's right.
negative
So the
things.
magic is actually from Rhonda Byrne, which is the one of the most popular personal development books ever written or movie that was
Yeah.
made. It's called The Secret
Yeah.
by Rhonda Byrne, and she wrote this book called The Magic, and in this book they talk about the power of gratitude. The
Yes.
magic is gratitude, and as you progress through the book, there are daily
Yeah.
assignments that you get to do for the gratefulness that you have,
Mhm.
and the magic really identifies the things that we tend to miss, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And it says also in the law that when you change your vibration, your
Mhm.
frequency into a positive vibration, right, more of the
Mhm.
positive things will come your
Yeah.
way. And it seems like all the adversities, all of the challenges,
Yeah.
right, slowly melts away, right?
Yeah. And I love the part in the book where it says, when you give, you shall receive, and it actually explains there that when you give thanks, you will receive.
Right.
So whenever you give thanks of, you're grateful of the things that you have, you say thank you, thank you, thank you, and then more of the things are gonna come, and then it's just a process, right? You give thanks and then you get more. You give thanks and you get more.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think, just to deal with adversity itself, there's so many ways to do it, right? For us Christians, we pray a
Yeah.
lot, right? And it's probably one of the best tools out there
Yeah,
to
prayer.
to
Yeah.
to use, right?
Mhm.
On dealing with adversity.
Yeah. There is
Mental
the power of lifting up to the Lord what adversity you are
experiencing.
experiencing. You can pray about it and lift that up. And it just gives you hope that you're not going to be stuck there forever. It's not a permanent, right? Your situation right now, it's not permanent. It, it will just give you hope that someday it will be different.
In fact, there's no permanent thing, right? Everything is moving. It's just the nature. It's just a natural law. Like
Yeah.
everyone has to move,
Yeah.
and including your organs, right? Your blood flows, right? It has to move.
Yes.
The cells in your bodies has to move
Yeah.
in a certain frequency, right?
Yeah.
Even on the subatomic level, right? Everything has to move on the
Yeah.
quantum
Atoms.
level.
Yeah.
Everything has to move,
Yeah.
and
And time moves. It
and time
doesn't
moves.
stop. Yeah.
And the other thing too that I found out the other day is our entire Earth actually moves. It's not
Yes.
like it's not on
It's
a
not.
station. It's
Yes,
moving,
it's not.
and it's moving with the sun, and the sun actually moves with the galaxy or the solar
Yes.
system, and the
Yes.
solar system moves with the galaxy, right? In a direction, right?
Yeah.
In a you know what I'm trying to say is that nothing is really still
Yeah.
in terms of uh,
Yeah.
in terms
Things
of
change.
yes,
Yeah.
in terms of situation,
Yeah.
and things change, right? So if you're
Yes.
in a pickle right now, if you're in an adversity that you can't seem to find,
Yeah. You don't know what to do. Um, you want to do something, but you don't know. Um, you know, um, it won't. Someday you will figure it out.
right? Someday could be today, right?
Yeah, it could be today,
Could be today.
tomorrow, the
Yeah.
next day,
Yeah.
right?
If you're
Yeah.
thinking of a side business that you want to get started, this could be
Yeah,
it.
this could be it, and
Um,
we're happy to welcome you in our journey here.
yeah. Some of you approach me looking for part-time jobs, right? Well, maybe a part-time business is the answer, right? Doesn't need to be a job, and that's nothing wrong with jobs, right? That's what I do. I find people jobs, right? It's a starting point, but for some of you that's already having multiple jobs and wanting to reduce, right, some of those hours so that you can spend more time with family or with yourself, then maybe it's the perfect time to start a part-time business.
Yes.
And
Yeah, we call this a part-time business because once you build the business, it runs automated, right?
yeah, so there's an automated system,
Version.
automation
Yeah.
system
Mhm.
that will do majority of the heavy lifting when it comes to your business, right? In fact, when you sign up on the webinar, there will be a 45-day email marketing campaign that will motivate you, right, or that will, provoke your thoughts
Yeah.
into coming into the business, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So check out the webinar because the webinar will explain pretty much what it takes to have an online business and what is involved in running an online business because you will have a bigger picture of what is actually an online business. It will explain everything about online applications, funnels, websites, those kind of thing. Um, yeah, so check it out. If you want to go directly to our website is www.leejandmelissa.com. If not, you could just reach out to us and start the conversation.
you have a nice new shiny website,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
check out our website. We just got it updated
Yeah.
just a week ago, and we're very excited to share it to everyone.
exactly. And guys, it might not be for you, might not be the solution for you, but what we're trying to do here is giving you value of how we actually deal with adversity in our own way, right? And really, one of the best ways also is to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, you are the average
Of
of
who you
who you
hang out
hang out with,
with.
and you know,
Yeah, if you hang out with lots of with people who are doing the business, who are passionate, committed, dedicated,
mhm,
most likely you're gonna be the same person. You're gonna be dedicated and committed and passionate as well.
right? If you surround yourself with Christian values, with God
Yes.
fearing people, with people with integrity and honesty,
Yeah.
and all of these things, then more of that will come your way, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you would attract the people that's really for you, which is the beauty of this
Yes.
business.
Yeah. And if you like hanging out with those people, like you really get attracted more of those people.
That's right. So, uh, the
Yeah.
end of the day, guys, we are here to cheer you on.
Yeah.
Whatever adversity you are
Yeah.
faced right now, uh, know that there's always going to be help,
Yeah.
right?
There's always a solution.
There's always a solution. There's people around you that can help you.
Yeah.
I was just talking to a lady this morning, and she's looking for a part-time job, and I said, you know what, maybe it's time to look at a business, right? Something that's sustainable, something that you can learn, something that's a skill that you can have,
Yeah.
3 6 months down the road.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was talking to her, and I said, just check out the webinar, check out the information that we have, right? And that's all I really did. And she may or may not check it out, right, depending on how hungry she is for a change.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, I always see all of these videos, all of these ads that's coming on my Facebook. Is it the same business? And I said, it probably is,
Probably
right?
is. We don't know.
But it's different people,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, you really get the bits of people's personalities here. If you don't connect with some people, you could connect with other people
Yeah.
because they're doing their business differently. Although it's the same system, same training, same community, you still get to put your touch into the business, and and all these things that we're doing in the business. That's pretty much what it is.
And like what Mal was saying is that there's different people, right? Different people that you can connect with,
Yeah.
and that's totally fine, right? Like, we are more than happy to introduce you to our group, right?
Yeah.
Our group is well diversified, and the good thing the good thing with diversification is that really we can try and fit you to a particular group, right, that would resonate
Yes.
with your values, with your faith, right?
Yes.
And a lot of these guys is that it's an invitation, right? The reason why we're always here and explaining all of this, it's not really, it is delivering value, but at the same time, it's an invitation. It's like another opportunity for you to join us or to
Yes.
change your life, right? Or to, to look up that webinar. It's a reminder, right? It's a reminder that there is a better way, right?
Yeah.
It's a reminder that you too can have um, you can achieve whatever you could think of,
Yeah.
right?
Put your mind.
You can put your mind into it.
Mhm.
So this week is going to be very busy for us, right? It's our birthday week with the kids.
Yes, it's Lee J's birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna.
Some of you are already celebrating it in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So thanks for all the greetings, right?
Yeah.
I received early this evening.
Yes.
And I'm really thankful that that I reached this age, right?
Age.
And all of the experiences, and and the triumphs, right?
Mhm.
That I've experienced so far.
Yeah.
There's a lot of you right now that's also in the same boat as us, a few years ago, and I know that people that are watching this are similar to who we are, right, Mel and I. You probably have kids as well. You probably is a growing family. You
Yeah.
probably is maybe plus or minus 10 years of our age, right? We know that because that's how the market that's how this algorithm works. That's how this attraction marketing works. And when you go through the training, they will explain how that actually works.
Yeah. Yeah, it will explain everything about attraction marketing, how digital marketing works, right? How to use social media, how to tell your story,
Right.
right?
Which is awesome, awesome ways of being trained, right?
Yeah.
But the best
It's-
part of this, guys, the best part of this is that you get to work with us. You get to work with us, right? As your mentors, as your business partners,
Yes.
as people that can hold your hand step by step to go through the process, right? Maybe you just need to have another nudge, right? I saw another video the other day. There's this little kid that pushed her mom, and then when it's her turn, she was actually pushing herself like this on the slide, right? So she puts her mom on the slide to go first, and then when it was her turn, she was also pushing herself like this, right? She's trying to push herself,
because
yeah,
nobody was
because
nobody
nobody's
was
pushing her behind her, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's us, right? We are your little pushers, right? To not in that
Not
way,
the-
right? Drug pusher. Anyways, somebody can motivate you, somebody that can,
Yes, you could be in our team, right?
an
The
accountability
Unstoppable
partner,
Champions.
right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of these things, you guys, comes as a perk, right, of joining the business, of starting the business. But a lot of this also is a way to deal with adversity. You're not alone,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
There's always going to be somebody
Yeah.
there to help you.
Yeah. And we know that adversity happens to everyone,
Right.
right? Like it happened to us, and there are times when we cannot run away from it. It just happens, right? But as long as we have each other, right, that um, we can talk to, right? Like we can share our experiences with, and how we dealt it. That's
That's the key,
key.
right?
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for watching. I think that's our time. We're on our half an hour mark. And at the end of the day, my final message is that how do we deal with adversity?
Yes.
We deal with it with a lot of prayers, right? A lot of time with
Sorry.
our Lord, our God, and we deal with it with surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals that are strong, that are positive, that are
Yeah.
motivated, that are
Mhm.
inspiring, and we deal with it by talking about it, talking
Yeah.
about that challenge, right?
Yeah.
Within our group or within ourselves,
Yes.
and really we take action to whatever what's needed to do,
Get
right?
that.
So the 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 end of this topic, it really is the beginning of could be the beginning of your journey, right?
Yes.
You remember you're not alone, right? There's always going to be somebody there that's going to push you and that's going to pull you, right, away from whatever spiral motion you're going through right now. For some of you that are really interested or considering joining our business, if you really want to know what do we do here, it is legitimate, right? We do get taxed.
Mhm.
And it's something that we're really proud of, right? Starting 4 years ago, and it's still going strong. And you know, um, and if you are considering, reach out to us, right? Let's talk
Yes.
about it. Let's do a video chat. The other day, I was just video chatting somebody from Australia, and it's kind of awesome to have that connection.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of miles away, and here you are
get to
having.
be connected worldwide.
Yeah.
Right.
And the world is so small, right?
Yeah. It just automatic, just like that. It feels like the world is small.
Yeah, the world is so
Yeah.
small because of this internet. And really, it will break, geographic borders, right? Because of this online system that we have. And if you're not on board yet, like most people actually buy online, right? They shop online, they research online, they live online. And if you're not in this trend yet, you better actually get into it, because a few years from now everything will be just online, right? And that's the best part of it, right? Is that
Yeah.
uh,
You too can take advantage of
right.
it,
and
right?
and I was just watching the webinar the other day, and it says there the internet is still young. We're
Yeah,
still
it's very young.
It's very young, right?
Yeah.
We're still in the beginning stage, really,
Yeah.
of how big this thing could be, right?
Yes.
And when you get in this stage, right? Imagine, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, become consistent, right? You could be one of the pillars of a particular community. And I
Yes.
think that's probably one of the best feelings, best achievements for a lot of people. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We love you all.
Yeah.
And thank you for supporting this page, this channel, this profile, wherever we are right now. We don't have,
YouTube.
there's like 5 of the
Channels.
streams here, right? So
Yeah.
thanks a lot for watching.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Take
again
care. See you again
next
tomorrow.
time. Bye bye.
Bye.